It marks the exact 6-month anniversary since my big car accident, so I thought it might be a good time to give a little life update about the positives and negatives of how my recovery's been going. Well, I'm not going to go into all the details of my accident now. I went into a lot of detail on this video, as you can see up here. I'll also link that in the description. Just to recap, I was travelling on the M4, I was in a traffic jam, and I was struck from behind by another vehicle. I ended up being taken out of my car unconscious. I was airlifted to the trauma unit in Bristol, and I've been on a recovery journey since then. But things have moved on massively in the last 6 months. So let's talk about some of the positives. Thank you. I suppose the biggest positive of all is I'm alive. I made it. I'm still here. Psychologically a difficult one for me to get my head around. I see it in other people, in close friends and family, how much they appreciate seeing me and seeing me recover. For me, I haven't managed to fully unpack that one yet. Also back on my bike. I've just joined the South Downs Way. I'm now doing mountain bike rides. Admittedly not as far or as hard as before, but I am out there on my bike climbing up onto the South Downs. So a huge positive. There were dark days after the accident when cycling up on the South Downs Way seemed a very long way away. And if you look at my trajectory of my recovery, it's all moving in the right direction. Everything is getting better. My fitness is improving. My fatigue, that's been such a big issue for me, is improving. My back, my neck, which I had physio on for months, well, it's pretty good. You could maybe even say it was back to where it was. I never need to take painkillers anymore. I can get dressed like a normal person and not take like 15 minutes. I didn't used to be able to yawn and stretch. It was agony. And I could do that now. I don't even think about it anymore. These little things which are difficult to tell people about, they really affected my quality of life. But they're all much, much better. Now, because of the traumatic head injury I suffered, I had to surrender my driving licence. So I've not been able to drive for 6 months. But I have reapplied for my licence again. Hasn't been granted. I've got the support of my GP and of my doctor at the eye hospital. So fingers crossed, I'm going to be able to drive again soon, which is quite a scary thought, but also quite excited to get that part of my life back. And the final positive is I have a new bike on order. I've got the order confirmed, it is being built, and it is due in about 3 or 4 weeks. I won't tell you what it is yet. But of course, there will be videos coming. And I will say, it was one of the bikes I featured in this recent video. So what hasn't been going quite as well? I'm still a long way off from where I was before the accident in terms of my fitness and what I can do on a bike. I've recently gone up to 30k as my maximum. And I've literally just done that once. So it's early days. Before the accident, summertime, 40, 50, 60k even rides were possible. Now I'm kind of working towards 40. I'd like to do 40. I feel like 40 is a good target to aim for, but I'm still not there yet. Thank you. Fatigue continues to be an issue for me. I'm no longer sleeping nearly as much as I did during the day. I'm still sleeping 3 or 4 afternoons a week. And I find if I don't do my exercise in the morning, in the afternoons I really struggle. I have tried cycling in the afternoons, but just feel so tired. And even though I've got the positive of ordering a new bike, on the negative column, I've lost a bike. A really nice gravel bike I had, that Oro Terra C. I hadn't even had it a year. I was really enjoying it, so I was gutted to lose that. It's left me with just a mountain bike, and with the short rides I've been doing, Really could have done with one that was more suited to doing little road rides. But hey, new bike is on its way. I do feel like I've lost a bit of confidence on the bike. You give me something gnarly, a bit more technical, some rocks. It's like my brain can't process quick enough what I need to do, where the rocks are, where the ruts are. When you're going down a hill quite fast and it's really a bit gnarly, your brain is taking in so much information. And I just feel like I struggle a bit with that. It becomes a little bit overwhelming and I have to slow right down. My emotional health is okay. I don't feel as robust and emotionally strong as I did. Watching anything that's sad on TV, like a sad film or, oh dear, just a trigger, sets me off. I realise I've been through a traumatic experience and I don't feel like it's fully worked its way through my body and mind yet. But like everything else, my mental health is improving too. But in my darker days when I do struggle a little bit, I do wonder, will I ever get back to where I was before the accident? But overall, I have to remind myself sometimes just how far I've come. I acknowledge I do need to be a bit more positive sometimes. I'm not setting myself any unrealistic goals. For the next 6 months or so, I'm just going to carry on trying to get fitter. And I'm going to be looking at next spring to really push on and hopefully be near to 100% so I can really push and get myself back to the levels of fitness and activity I had before. But going into the autumn, going into the winter is going to be more of a sort of holding pattern. Just keep riding, try and start running again, keep my fitness at a decent level, and then next year, let's have a look at it next spring. That'll be a year since the accident, and I'm hoping then I'm going to say to myself, look, you're ready to really push on forward. So thank you for watching today, and I'll see you on the next one.